Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're going to be breaking down the latest episode from season 5, episode 7, so let's get into it. Okay, so we actually start off the episode here back at the Moonbow's Kingdom, where Ruby has just gone there with her pet on her very first solo shimmer mission. So she looks around and she sees Marina is right there in the same outfit, and who's this? Another new character. So Marina's like, hey, it's me. And Ruby's like, oh my gosh, hello. I've heard so much about you. And because obviously Poppy and Amaya were there in the 2 episodes ago to help Marina out with her lemonade situation. Because of course we all know that Marina's true passion in life is being able to make lemonade for all of her subjects in her kingdom. Ruby's like, well, who am I gonna help? I already helped. Marina's already good. She's good. So Marina's like, here is my friend Rosetta. She's a fashion designer, and she's currently working on the new winter collection so people can, be warm but also look trendy. But apparently, this is taking longer than expected for Rosetta to complete. Now, right away, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Who is this? Her name's Rosetta. Okay, we have one clue. Afterwards I realized, she looks different here, but this is, I think, the same character that we saw leak part of the 4 Moonbows dolls. Remember, we saw Marina leak as well, but she had a blue skin tone. We saw Clementine leak as well. She was in episode 4. She had an orange skin tone. There was also a purple skin toned girl. We haven't met her yet. And then we also had a pink skin toned girl. And I believe her name was also Rosetta. But she looked very different. Her hairstyle was very different. She had a different outfit on. It was more like strawberry themed. But I guess this is the same character, like the one of the doll that leaked. So she's the same character here. She just looks a little bit different. Also has a little bit of a different outfit. But overall, I think her color theme is essentially the same, because she still has more of a pastel look, very similar to Kaya Hart, who, ironically enough, we'll actually get to see her shortly in this very episode. We actually get to see a lot of cameos, so that's very exciting. But yeah, so this is yet another new Moonbows character, part of the original lineup that got leaked a while ago. She just looks different, and obviously her skin tone is also no longer pink. It is a natural skin tone. Well, except for her legs. Her legs are a different matter. As per usual, they look completely different. But this is Rosetta, so yeah, I guess mystery solved. So Rosetta is having some issues, and Ruby's like, well, do you need me, would you like to meet other fashion designers that could help you out? And then she names Jewel Richie, and Rosetta's like, oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan of Jewel's. And then Ruby's like, well, okay, I'll take you to her. And so they take a short trip back to Rainbow High. I know, I wasn't expecting to go to Rainbow High in this episode, but yeah, they go back. Ruby is in her other outfit, so she looks different here in her second outfit from her core release. Here's what I mentioned. So Rosetta, her legs are obviously very see-through, have glitter in them, and just pay attention, the other characters don't care. They never mention these legs at all. It's honestly insane. So Rosetta obviously has a little, fish out of the water moment here, because she's it's all new to her. And then it's so Rosetta says, I've never seen a place like this. And then Ruby says, well, says the girl who lives in the Rainbow Kingdom. But honestly, I thought Ruby was gonna say, says the girl with the see-through glitter legs, because that would have made more sense. Yeah, living in a kingdom is a little bit of, special, but having clear glitter legs to me would be much more of a noticeable thing to point out. But okay, I guess it's just with the Shadow High skin tones, they're just never gonna point out the obvious thing in the room where it's oh yeah, they have see-through legs. I guess this is just a normal thing in the world of Rainbow High. But that's the thing, we're at Rainbow High right now, not Rainbow World. Those are 2 different places here. So it's interesting how even though Shadow High skin tones are grayscale and are sometimes there's pastels, whatever, Shadow High was always in the same world as the Rainbow High canon. But Rainbow World characters coming into Rainbow High, that's different. That should be different. So to me, that definitely is weird why they never point out her legs being so different, especially when I meet other characters here. As Rosetta is looking around the hallways, she looks at the water dispenser for the very first time. Look, here's Coco! Yay, Coco! She doesn't have a line, but she's here. She exists and that's great. So she's amazed by the water dispenser. She's like, oh my god, that is water! Oof! Like she's never seen. Oh my god! I mean, I get it. It's the little joke, but yeah, whatever. So here we have a close up of Crystal looking like old Judgy because obviously Rosetta is being very, very peculiar. So she's like, what is going on? Writing in her little notepad. And here's also Kaya and Stella. Yay! They're also here, but they don't have any lines. So Rosetta's like amazed by everything around her. And right away, I'm like, yeah, why? If Crystal's looking at her, like she doesn't know who she is. Rosetta is from a different dimension altogether from Rainbow World. They traveled through a portal to get to Rainbow High. Crystal sees her legs, and she's like, okay, whatever. That's normal to me. So, okay, I give up. Like, what is normal? What is not normal? I guess people just don't care. Because, if I were Crystal and I were looking at a person who's acting very peculiar, very strange, and then I see her legs and they're see-through with glitter, I would be, freaking out. But Crystal's like, oh, chill. So I guess they just don't care. I don't know what's actually happening. So I hope that they actually, talk about this whole thing with the legs at one point, because to me, again, like if they don't talk about it in Rainbow World, that's fine, because in Rainbow World, having these kinds of legs is probably normal. But if they go to Rainbow High, they travel through a portal to get to Rainbow High, which is a completely different dimension, right? We've established that. It's completely different and separate from Rainbow World. And then people around Rainbow High see this new character and they don't actually react accordingly with how weird her legs are. Like, how is that not normal? Like, it's just... Anyways, I'm just like, to me, it really bugs me because like, it reeks of a lack of continuity and plot holes. It's like the writers just cannot they cannot be helped to actually put in the time and effort to actually, discuss this further. It's just like they don't care. It's just they don't care. But so Ruby introduces Rosetta to Jewel, and right away she's like a little bit, starstruck. She's very into her designs, and so Jewel right away is a little bit overwhelmed because she's feeling a little bit low at the moment. She's actually designing her very own pajama party PJ line, sleepwear line, and she's having a little bit of a creative block herself. So, Ruby goes over, she's like, what happened? She's like, well, I'm trying to design these amazing, sleepwear designs, but it's not really working out. What am I gonna do? And so Rosetta actually calls back to a quote that Jewel mentioned at the end of one of her fashion shows, which is, don't follow the trends, and that, you should always just design for yourself first, and don't get into your head too much. So Rosetta and Jewel, they actually, get into a huge song. Jewel and Rosetta have a little cute moment here. I like how it's like they just met, but they're already like bonding, so it's really cute, and so that helps Jewel a lot. So Jewel heads out to, continue working on her designs, and I guess this whole interaction really helped Rosetta as well, because Rosetta now feels a little bit more secure in her own designs, seeing that her hero Jewel Richie would have insecurities, so that really helped her out. And here's also a little cameo by Michelle and Priscilla. They're also still here. Amazing. They continue to live on, but we see nothing of them. So here is the Sparkle Glow, obviously because another mission has been successful. Yay! So that's basically the end of this episode, but not before they return back to, Moonbow's kingdom with Rosetta's new invigorated passion for designing, and, she has to make up for lost time, so they go back immediately, and then she keeps on working for her collection designs. So, Marina is like very happy that, Ruby was able to help out. And I guess that's all we'll see of Rosetta for now. But yeah, that's it for Rosetta. I feel like she's a cute character. I like her, the voice actor. And the design is fine. I just feel like it's kind of reminiscent of Kaya. Like, it also just feels like a little bit of a ripoff. But, she does look different enough. I just wonder how her doll will actually look like. So, but it's definitely like very cute that we keep seeing new characters, because the new characters to me are definitely like the highlights, even if they are confusing as heck. But let's see what actually ends up happening with Marina and Rosetta, especially because, they've already called back, like Marina's already returned in a episode. So I guess we'll see these new characters appear multiple times in season 5. So I'm happy that we're not just gonna see like new characters come and go. Actually the characters are gonna have more to do in the season, so that's good. Also, obviously, there's a little Easter egg with Rosetta's designs being all about winter fashion, because obviously we also got to see the Winter Wonderland dolls leak early. I kind of feel like maybe Rosetta's designs will actually be the same ones that we'll see Violet, Sunny, Skylar, and Bella wear in the Winter Wonderland theme on those dolls eventually. So whenever they come out, so that's gonna be very exciting to see. Whenever those officially get revealed. I can't wait to see if they have changed from the early prototype versions, how will they look in the final results, and also like the Moonbow's dolls, like will they have normal skin tones now? Will they still, have the sparkly glitter filled legs? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of change coming, but let's see and hope for the best. But that was the episode. What do you all think of season 5 so far? I still feel like the new characters, even if it's confusing and like whatever, I still feel like the new characters are overall the most interesting part of the episodes, because the songs are fine, but like nothing interesting. And the story is fine, but again, it's just like all very gimmicky and superficial and just very bright colors. Like for a child audience, that's probably like enough, but like for adult people, like an adult audience like myself, I feel like there's just I wish there was more to season 5 so far. But what do you think? Let me know down below. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the novelty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.